Winning the lottery is often portrayed as the ultimate stroke of luck that can change one's life forever. For many of us, the mere thought of winning a life-changing sum of money is enough to send our minds racing with endless possibilities. But what if I told you that sometimes even a jackpot win can be a complete lie? This is the true story of a man known by two names, Howard Walmsley and John Eric Wells. He was an ordinary middle-aged painter and decorator from Doncaster, South Yorkshire. He was married to Kathy Warmsley and both lived in modest council housing. He had been struggling financially for years. He found himself in a desperate situation when he concocted his elaborate scheme to fake a lottery win. With mounting debts and a failing business, he was facing the possibility of losing everything. His relationship with his wife, Kathy, was also on the rocks, and he believed that a big win could help save their marriage. However, when he made a plan to fake an £8.4 million lottery jackpot by taking loans, he saw a chance to change his fortunes. That money not only gave him a sense of financial security, but it also gave him the confidence to start living a life of luxury. He told everyone in the community that he had won the lottery. His marriage was revived, then the couple went on extravagant holidays to exotic locations, stayed in lavish hotels, and dined in the finest restaurants. He bought himself not one, but two Jaguars and a Daimler worth £125,000, and put down an offer on a stunning £300,000 luxury farmhouse, complete with an antique pool table and an indoor swimming pool. But as the months went by, Kathy started to become suspicious of Howard's sudden wealth. She contacted Camelot, who sent her a list of all the jackpot winners for that year. After weeks of questioning, Howard finally revealed that he was the anonymous lottery player who had won £8.4 million. To prove it, he wrote out a check to himself, paid it into his account, and even got a statement showing that he had that much money before the check bounced. Kathy was in disbelief, but couldn't help but feel excited about the prospect of living in a luxury farmhouse. She began packing up their belongings and getting ready for the move. But little did she know that this would be the start of a downfall that would change their lives forever. Walmsley also began temporary relationships with two women. He charmed the women, borrowed money from them, and even spoke with one of them about buying a home together. Ultimately, he took these women's money and never paid them back. But in 1999, one day, there was a loud banging on the door as he and his wife were greeted by 6 detectives. They say they had a warrant for his previous failed business. He initially tried to keep up the lie with the police also. He told them about the £8.4 million jackpot before finally admitting he had made up the story about the win. Walmsley confessed to 12 offenses of deception and 1 of false accounting and got arrested for 3 years. More than 20 years after his infamous fake lottery win, 3 women have come forward with accusations against Wells, another name of Howard. Hazel Wilkins, a 70-year-old grandmother from West Sussex, claims that he tricked her out of her £63,000 life savings by pretending to be a millionaire. He even promised to buy houses for her 2 daughters before backing out at the last minute, leaving one of them homeless after giving birth. Miss Wilkins also claims that Wells convinced her to quit her job and manage a restaurant he owned in Guernsey before disappearing hours after her daughter's wedding day in 2017. Since then, she has passed back $17,000 in loans he took out in her name, which has cut her pension in half. What's even more shocking is that Miss Wilkins has since been in touch with another woman who claims that he carried out an identical scam on her. According to Miss Wilkins, he was stealing from her to take other women on cruises and stay in penthouse suites in top hotels. Then, the police had launched a manhunt for Howard Walmsley, who was again wanted for being in connection with 3 high-value romance frauds. The appeal made by South Yorkshire police that the 61-year-old conman was believed to have gone by multiple aliases, making it all the more challenging to track him down. The authorities urged members of the public to come forward with any information that could lead to his arrest. With victims spread across the UK, including Doncaster, Sussex, and London, the investigation was complex and required the police to use all their resources and expertise. The stakes were high, with over £400,000 of stolen money at stake, and the police were determined to bring him and his accomplices to justice. His story had so captivated the country that a 50-minute documentary was produced and aired on TV. Not only that, but a movie based on his life was released in 2004 as well. The film, titled Can't Buy Me Love, starred actors Martin Kemp and Michelle Collins and penned by EastEnders writer Tony Jordan. By the way, he's still not caught by the police, and it is believed that he is residing outside the UK.